With us being in a bear market, I wanted to draw some comparisons between collecting on Veve and collecting Pokemon cards in real life. Again, nothing here is financial advice. Please don't make any rash decisions based on this video. Everything here is just my opinion and for entertainment purposes. On March 15, 2021, I started my Veve digital collectibles account. It wouldn't be until April 6, 2021 that I made my first purchase from the store. That would be an ultra rare Corsica from the Mermacorno set through Tokidoki. For those of you that weren't around, Todd McFarlane Batman, the Black and White series, first appearance ever on the app, first ever appearance of a Batman on the blockchain, was still available for retail at $69.99. And back then there wasn't a marketplace for you to buy and sell from, so everything was purchased for retail. And I was also able to get 3 Corsicas, not because there wasn't enough people on the app, but because I was one of the lucky ones that didn't get kicked off the app. See, during a drop back then, if you refreshed the app too early or you entered the drop screen too late, you would get kicked out from the app or it would lag out. Back then, it could take hours for you to get a drop, just due to the fact that you could go back in and out for hours and at the end still potentially land a drop. The reason why I bring this up is I want to draw a correlation to Pokemon cards. I remember when Pokemon first came out and how sought after they were, how expensive the cards were. The anime had come out at the time and it was all the rage. Pokemon cards were all over TV, being advertised at every corner store, every store that you go to. Pokemon was everywhere, and Pokemon Mania was born.
And the Pokemon is creating a monster of a commotion for American kids.
That's all they're wanting now is pure Pokemon. We haven't sold any yo-yos or Star Wars merchandise in a long time.
Meet the latest craze to sweep the country. Characters named Pikachu, Mankey, and Snorlax. Each one has life points and a unique point of attack. They get into fights, but no one dies. They only lose energy and faint.
The winner's supposed to keep the other player's cards, but you're really supposed to play for fun.
But some kids aren't, and that's forcing parents to shell out more money.
In California, these things are $12 a pack.
Fast forward to 2001. A lot of the kids growing up collecting Pokemon cards are now in high school. This is when Yu-Gi-Oh came out, and Pokemon card values started to decline and prices started to drop. At this point, I was still a kid, 10 years old with no money, so it didn't really matter. But let's take a look at that December 2001 bear market for Pokemon. People couldn't give these things away. Fast forward to today, let's compare some of these prices back then to the prices of these packs today. So looking at a booster box of Jungle Pokemon cards, you could get a booster box with 36 packs for $29.95. The same box today sold on November 20th, 2022 for $10,100. Same thing with Gym Challenge, going for about $29.95 for a booster box. 4 packs today sold for $2,100. So moving on to the Neo packs, they were going for about $2.50 a pack back then during December of 2001. Today they sell for $2,700 for 4 packs. It's pretty crazy to see how much these sealed packs are going for today, especially knowing that a lot of these packs no one wanted back in the day. Now I will say during this time I was a kid and I didn't know too much about buying, selling, and investing, but fast forward to 2009 and 2010. Me and my friends get the itch to start collecting and playing Pokemon cards again. During this time, Pokemon was considered to be pretty dead, so a lot of these sets that we purchased weren't printed in bulk to the mass quantity that they are today. A lot of the stuff that we opened was readily available for us to buy right off the shelves anytime we wanted. Some of these sets were Supreme Victors, Majestic Dawn, Pokemon Platinum, and a lot of these packs would be $5 a piece, give or take. So let's look at these packs today. So looking at Supreme Victors, it's going for about $200 a pack. And then we move on to Majestic Dawn. These packs are going for about $120 a piece. And looking at Pokemon Platinum, it's going for about $180 to $200 a pack. A lot of these people considered packs like Majestic Dawn trash back in the day. No one wanted them, and now they're still going for $100 a piece. I believe that Pokemon is wildly successful because they never gave up, and they stayed consistent through marketing, research, and pushing things out. They didn't let a bear market or a bull market wear them down. They pushed through all of it. And thanks to that, today we have a rich catalog of all this data that we can reference back. And now what's my point to all this? Veve reminds me a lot of Pokemon. There's a lot of initial hype. The hype then dies down. Veve then lowers the edition numbers to match market demand, and the drops don't always sell out, and a lot of these things that do sell out end up on the market for below retail. As a collector, I use Pokemon as a comparison because Veve is also a collector's app. I believe that Veve will come out on top due to the fact that it has powerful brands and IP. If you believe that NFTs will have a massive impact on the world, Veve is a no-brainer. I believe that Veve becomes the gateway into NFTs. If you're an everyday consumer that doesn't understand the blockchain, doesn't understand using Ethereum, using other tokens to buy certain things, I do believe that Veve stands out as the gateway into NFTs. I believe that they do everything to facilitate the transactions that take away the headache for the everyday consumer to come in and easily buy an NFT. Kind of like how we don't know how a credit card works behind the scenes. At the end of the day, the credit card still works for the everyday consumer, is easy to understand. Same thing goes for the Veve app. It's really crazy to see how far the app has come and how dedicated the team is and continues to be. From my understanding, there was a point in time where people bought the Omi token on the promise of the Veve app. These were the early adopters that also questioned if the Veve app would ever come. They also experienced delays and missed timelines as well. And when they received the app, there was a ton of issues with it. So during this bear market, I wanted to say, even though that the sentiment in the community sometimes is that the team doesn't deliver or that the team misses timelines, we have to remember that the team hasn't given us a reason to not trust them. Mistakes happen, delays happen, but the team is focused on rectifying mistakes and pushing out updates as much as possible. The market moves in cycles, and we have our ups and downs, and timing may not always line up for certain things, but I have yet to see a stronger NFT project when it comes to community, whether it's online or in real life. And I'm not saying that Veve and Pokemon are gonna do the exact same thing, but I do believe from that collector's mentality and all the information we have today, that Veve will do great things. I hope you took something away from today's video, and let me know below, did you collect when you were younger? And if so, what did you collect? Make sure to comment, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace out.